Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your week ahead reading for June 17th to June 23rd, 2019. This reading is going to be for all the Scorpio and their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Scorpio, I already shuffled the cards and laid out your spread, so let's get into your reading and see what's up for you, Scorpio. So now, Scorpio, your overall energy in the week ahead is you got desperation. Yeah, you got desperation. So, with this energy, there is a desperation for something. I mean, you're desperate, or you have a desperate energy here. With this. So, why are you feeling desperate? Why is there desperation in the week ahead for you? Are you trying to get something done? Is this something that you really need? That you are having an energy of desperation? But you're very focused on something, Scorpio, in the week ahead, and it's causing you an air of desperation. It's like some anxiety is around this for you. Now, what's around this is you have the snake, yeah, the book, and yes. You got the snake, the book, and yes. The answer is yes, Scorpio. So if there was a question, whatever your question is, the answer is yes. And what's underneath that is you have the path. And what's underneath the path is you have ship. So what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is your desperation could be around concern for some betrayal or deceit, lies, jealousy, envy, or desperation around some complications that you could be dealing with. And with the book, you could be focused on trying to get more information, trying to learn what you can or gain as much knowledge as you can in the situation. And the answer is yes here to what you're dealing with. The answer is yes. So what is this a yes about? Is it yes, there is a need to have a sense of desperation towards this? Perhaps it's yes. Because with the path here, this is about you being at a crossroads and needing to make a choice, needing to look at your options, being at a decision point. And with the ship here, this could be concerning your transportation or some sort of exchange or concerning travel. Perhaps there is desperation around your vehicle. And yes, you need to get more information and knowledge. And yes, you may need to deal with the complications around that. You also have underneath that the ring. So with the ring, there may be something going on around a commitment, a union, or a contract, or something concerning your valuables or your money, or an exchange, or lack of an exchange. With the ship here, there could be a concern around moving. And so what's connected to desperation here, Scorpio, is you have discretion. So there's a need to be discreet. There's a need to do things peaceably, to use discretion to do what's necessary, do what's needed. Do what's best. You also have justice. So with justice here, there may be a need to balance something out. There may be a need to focus on how to make something fair, or there may be a need to look at the consequences. There may be a need to bring order to a situation to see how to restore something. There may be a need to be impartial. There may be a need to make a judgment call. There may be a matter concerning the justice system or the legal system with justice here. But there's a need to be fair and perhaps see how to restore the situation, how to balance it, how to do the right thing here. You could be desperate to do the right thing. You could be desperate to use discretion to bring something into balance or to see something done right. Perhaps karma is kicking in here by the universe. You also have conflict. So there's desperation because there are some issues. There's some sort of a problem. There may be a conflict in communication. There may be a conflict within yourself. A conflict with the ability to move forward. But there is some sort of conflict, some sort of issue where you may feel desperate around. And finally, you have travel, which is showing up again. So this could be you having a conflict with your means of transportation, where you may need to or look at fixing your vehicle or getting a new vehicle or making adaptations to your means of transportation. Or again, this could be about some sort of a move or relocation. So let's take a look at what's going on with these energies. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Sun. And with the Sun, you do have Judgment. So with the Sun and Judgment here at the bottom, something may have come to light with the Sun. And with Judgment here, you may have to make a decision. With the Sun, you may be focused on trying to gain clarity in a situation and needing to rise to the call in the situation. You may be trying to see how to liberate yourself and gain contentment and fulfillment in a situation. You may be trying to rejuvenate and have success or seek an opportunity in a situation. And with Judgment, you may be focused on trying to get a realization here about your decisions. You may be trying to reflect or reconcile something with Judgment here. Or you could be focused on something positive happening in a situation where you could be feeling more enthusiastic. And you may be desperate for more positive outcomes or desperate for more contentment in your circumstances, desperate for changes, desperate for liberation, for renewal. You may be desperate to rise to the call, desperate to make decisions, to get another chance, or to get results. And so the overall energy that is your focus here, Scorpio, is you do have the Chariot and you do have the Tower. Two major arcanas here. So you're focused on aiming to overcome adversities. You're focused on having success over your adversities, over any anxieties you may be experiencing. You are determined to get control of a situation and create drastic changes, or have forward movement that bring about change, or you may be looking to have success with having a reset, or perhaps you are able to address the adversities or challenges with your vehicle or with the means of travel, or you're able to balance something out where you may have had obstacles with your aims or the things or something you wanted victory in and progress. But this is you focused on having progress and change. Perhaps you're desperate to have progress and change, victory, and a reset. The reason why is you have the Emperor and the Ten of Coins. And so with the Emperor and the Ten of Coins here, this is about taking authority, taking control in the situation, having focus, taking responsibility, being protective, focusing on how to manage, organize, and create stability, and be empowered in a situation where you want to have restoration, perhaps concerning your home and family, concerning your money and finances, concerning work, where you're looking to see how to take more control in the situation and create changes around your home and family, around your money and finances. But you're trying to gain in the situation and be successful at gaining in a situation where you're comfortable. And so what's coming towards you, Scorpio, is you do have the Five of Swords with the Four of Cups. So what's coming towards you is you confronting what you're not happy with or dissatisfied with or discontented by, and you are looking at how to seize opportunities or create opportunities within an unhappy situation or a situation that is displeasing to you, in an effort to change it through you communicating to take more control over the situation, to remove the obstacles, or to improve the situation by communicating or confronting what needs to be changed so that you could be more content with what you're dealing with or with what's available. You want more to happen in the situation. I feel that you have been dealing with some deceit, some lies, some betrayal and complications in a relationship or situation, and you now want forward movement, and you want to implement changes that you benefit from, that make you happy or allow you to be more satisfied. And so you're looking to take responsibility and manage it and ensure that you gain in the situation by confronting it and expressing and speaking up and saying what your needs are and what needs to happen. Now, this is you looking to have victory at this. And I see this as you having victory in this because you change the situation, this conflict, or this air of defeat by you changing the way you think and communicating and confronting it. Now, how you handle what's coming towards you is you do have the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. And so this is you having victory over the things that you were disappointed by or not happy with, and you being able to change that and get some satisfaction, get some recovery, salvage the situation to where you bring recognition to the situation, or by you recognizing what you're not happy with, you take action to address it, to bring in what will make you happy, and you secure that instead by you taking authority, taking control in the situation, taking more responsibility. But I feel that there is an air of you having a moral standard that is applied here. And so perhaps yes is you being able to have this knowledge and information and understanding to where yes, though there's desperation, yes, desperation is necessary because there's a need to address the things that don't serve you. Betrayal doesn't serve you. Deceit doesn't serve you. Lies don't serve you. Problems and complications that fall on you don't serve you. Where there may be any jealousy or envy on your part or the part of others is not serving you. So yes, there's a desperation in this for you where there's a need for you to proceed to have movement with this conflict and balance it, but to use discretion to do so that you can get the desired result. And this is you taking action to achieve that, making that decision, looking at your options, and seeing how you can have that success and fulfillment that you want to make happen for yourself. It's like with desperation here, you're desperate to have the changes and the positive results that you've not been able to have before. And that now you realize it requires you needing to take control of the situation, to steer it in order to reset it. You're desperate to do so, to implement and to apply what you come up with so that you can bring an order to it, a structure to it, create boundaries perhaps, where you're satisfied and you have victory, where you can look at the situation and say yes, because it is something that you are contented with. Once you address what you are not contented with and change it, what you are not happy with or disappointed by, and you take action to change the strife or difficulties and have victory and manage that situation, and restore or have restoration and gain what you want in a situation that allows you to have your overall comfort here. And so your outcome here, Scorpio, is you do have the Hierophant with the Four of Swords. Nice. So with the Hierophant here and the Four of Swords, this is about you being able to bring things to rest that you were restless about. This is about you having peace of mind, because you're able to with the Hierophant. And by the way, you could be dealing with a Taurus or have this energy in your chart, Scorpio. But with the Hierophant here, this is your ability to no longer have a conservative approach or allow something to be rigid or you to be rigid in a situation that needs to be changed that's not serving you, because you're finding yourself being more of service to the situation, finding yourself in a place of servitude and giving a blind devotion to something that's not being reciprocated to you. And with the Hierophant here, this is you gaining wisdom around that and realizing that you have perhaps conformed to something that you're not happy with, but your participation in that also is what created that unhappiness, that discontentment, and you realize and now are ready to change it, and there's a desperation to do so, because now you have that knowledge and you are looking to be ethical, concise, to guide the situation without being petty, and to have that peace of mind and bring it to rest. And you do so because you've learned from it, but this is also you teaching somebody else. And so yes, you get what you want here, is why yes is here. You get what you want here. You're able to consider, this is around family, or this can be around an institution, but this is you perhaps bringing a change to your belief system first, in order for you to bring the matters concerning you that you're thinking about and contemplating on to rest, and being able to break free and have change, but not just have the change, but change that is cooperated with. And that you know needs to happen now, which is why desperation is here, and you will see to it happening now, because you are standing in your personal power. You are focused on empowering yourself more in these situations where you are looking to have more balance for yourself and things being done more fair and right and just. But you are using discretion, where you're showing compassion and having a sensitivity to the situation in order to steer the situation towards your aims. So let's take a look at what your guidance and lessons are here, Scorpio, in this. You have two cards that came out. You have identify your health related fears. Interesting. It says, ask yourself if you're afraid to heal. Your conscious mind may say no, because that's the logical reply. But this question is for that deeper part of you, your emotional self, which might have developed fears about becoming healthy. Your goal is to explore whether you have deep-seated reasons to want to postpone healing. And so Why is yes here for you, Scorpio? Is yes here because your conscious mind is ready to be logical? Your conscious mind is now examining the deeper question, the deeper part of yourself, your emotional self, that has had fears of healing and becoming healthy. Now, with becoming healthy, some of you, there are concerns around your health, and you may have been fearing addressing and bringing attention to that for what you may learn. But what's worse is avoiding it and never knowing what it is. And for whatever it is, by ignoring it, it gets worse anyway, whatever it is. Message: go see the doctor. Now, in terms of healing your feelings and emotions, I feel that you are desperate now, Scorpio, to no longer postpone that healing. That you have decided the answer is yes and no longer no. That you are not afraid to heal and that you are at a place of healing because you've decided, yes, it's time to heal. And you have that desperation that healing is necessary. You see all this green here. I feel that your heart chakra is opening up. And this is you having more self love for yourself and having more compassion in your relationships, where either you are learning to forgive or learning to let go and release any hurt and pain that you've harbored due to how you may have been mistreated or hurt or betrayed or lied to by another or others. And this is you no longer isolating yourself or learning how to come out of isolation and withdrawing and being alone. And here with this red, this apple, this I feel is your root chakra. Red, this is about you coming to a place of security and safety and relieving yourself of any anxieties and becoming more grounded, where your ability to heal is happening and your ability to no longer be afraid to heal and to be at a place where you can release your fears around your ability to heal or let go of any resentments or any pain and hurt and betrayal that you have had to experience. You're able to release it now. You're able to let it go. You're able to move on and move forward. And so your other guidance that is also your lesson here, Scorpio, is break negative habits. Okay? And with this as your guidance and your lesson, it is for you to be cognizant of one negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power and work on changing that situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, being constantly late. Your goal is to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. So this is the time for you, Scorpio, to break negative habits. I feel this is not only about you breaking negative habits that exist, but I feel this is about you needing to return to break negative habits that you are picking back up. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.